Sunday night at 8 on the Star Movie. Search for Survival. The wildlife of North America, Africa, and Australia are shown in their daily struggles to find food, ward off predators, and bring up the young. Follow the grizzlies, the buffalo, deer, and kangaroo as they either adapt to nature's scheme or perish according to the survival of the fittest, the law of the jungle. Search for Survival. See it Sunday night at 8 on the Star Movie.
This is WUAB TV, Channel 43, serving Lorain and Cleveland.
For a number of years, the courts of our community have been attempting to cope with the ever-increasing crime rate. We cannot accomplish this end alone. The courts need the cooperation, the help of the entire community. One of the ways that the citizens of this community can help is by volunteering with the Probation Friends Program. This organization is of great assistance to the court and its probation department, for it provides service, help, and encouragement to those persons placed on probation by the court. The program is based on a one-to-one relationship between volunteers and probationers and provides intensive attention to the probationers, giving assistance to obtaining such things as housing and jobs. One of the major thrusts in the prevention of the crime and delinquency is the martial citizen participation. You can be of assistance by becoming involved as a probation friend.
Cindy?
Yeah?
Can you come in here a minute?
I have something for you.
That was Mom's.
She would have wanted you to have it. Turn around.
Last year, heart attack and stroke killed thousands of mothers under the age of 50. Think of all they'll miss.
Bye, Dad.
Don't forget, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
This is UA43 News sign-off report. Bill Reese reporting. Americans transferred from Mexican prisons in the opening round of a prisoner exchange were reunited with their families in a federal jail in San Diego today. Their ranks swelled to 127 with the arrival of a second plane load of 66 prisoners from Mexico City. Secretary of State Vance today declared full U.S. support of Egyptian-Israeli peace efforts on his arrival in Tel Aviv from Cairo. From Tel Aviv, Vance immediately went to Jerusalem, where he met with Prime Minister Menachem Begin and other top Israeli officials. President Carter says in an interview released today he might eventually go to the Mideast if progress towards peace requires his personal on-scene efforts. He also took a strong stand on arms negotiations with Moscow, saying he intends to maintain equality or even superiority in nuclear weapons. On domestic matters, President Carter told editors and broadcast news directors he will never have a White House aide with the kind of power President Nixon gave to H.R. Haldeman and John Ehrlichman. He said Vice President Mondale is his right-hand man with authority no previous vice president has ever had. Former Vice President Hubert Humphrey is finding out what it's like to spend a weekend at the presidential retreat at Camp David. Carter invited the ailing senator from Minnesota to the Maryland retreat this weekend to discuss history and the future. A flash fire at a downtown Landmark Hotel and apartment building in Bay City, Michigan today killed at least 6 persons and injured 60 others. Police estimate more than 400 persons were in the 70-year-old building when the fire broke out. Ford Motor Company Chairman Henry Ford predicts 1978 car sales will drop. In his annual year-end statement today, Ford blamed an unstable economy for what he estimates will be a 100,000 car drop in new car deliveries to just over 11 million cars. Half of New York City's borough of Staten Island and part of the New Jersey Turnpike were coated with oil today when a safety valve blew out at an Exxon Company refinery in New Jersey. Police say the oil made roads slippery but caused no accidents or traffic backups. The Soviets launched 2 cosmonauts to Earth orbit today for a planned link-up with the Salyut 6 orbiting space station. The last attempt by 2 cosmonauts to link up with the space station in October was unsuccessful. Nobel Prizes were handed out today in twin ceremonies in Stockholm, Sweden and Oslo, Norway. In Stockholm, King Gustav awarded the 1977 Nobel Prizes for Science and Economy to 8 men and 1 woman. 5 of the award winners were Americans. The human rights organization Amnesty International accepted the 1977 Nobel Peace Prize in Oslo and at the same time launched a worldwide campaign to abolish the death penalty. At the same time, 2 women who founded the Northern Ireland Peace Movement accepted the delayed 1976 Peace Prize. Representatives of the United Mine Workers and coal operators met for 5 hours with federal mediators today, but there were no face-to-face discussions and attempts to end the nationwide coal strike. UMW President Arnold Miller was absent, saying yesterday he planned to spend some time with the strikers. An estimated 187 or 188,000 miners are on strike in 22 states. Thousands of chugging tractors surrounded state houses in major farm states today as farmers demanding better prices for their crops put on a show of strength. Christmas shoppers in some state capitals cheered the farmers sitting atop their tractors while police tried to unsnarl traffic jams. One of the most impressive demonstrations